Hey, y'all, so I realize that this is also coming a bit later, and slowly all of my weekly thoughts videos have been getting pushed back further and further, and that's just because I have been dealing with a lot of stress and a lot of things I've been trying to get done, and all these weekends and everything have been pretty crazy busy. So I'm sorry if I get a little bit, off schedule or if it's a day later or whatever. I mean, I'm still going to try to make them, but, I don't want to cause myself extra stress than I already have. But anyways, today's weekly thoughts video, I wanted to talk sort of about, I guess, hating what you love. What I mean by that is it's very easy to sort of get into a dread of doing things that we actually really enjoy. And I think people have this idea that, if you're passionate about something, if you love to do something, then you're always going to love to do that. And it's always going to be something that you should at least look forward to or really enjoy in the moment, etc., etc. But I think it's important to remember that a lot of times the thing that's causing you the most stress or that you're dreading the most is the thing that you're most passionate about or love. And that seems like a contradiction, but it's really not. Like, for example, being in college and studying music therapy. Yes, I love music. I mean, I freaking love music. It is so. I was telling my mom a little bit ago, like, I don't understand how somebody can just casually listen to music, because when I listen to music that really resonates with me and I just feel it, it almost hurts me, like almost physically hurts me. I just enjoy it so much and it's so beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm a little kind of like hyped up right now. But yeah, so something that you love can be the thing that causes you the most stress, because I'm studying music, all these things in college, but at the same time I am super stressed about it a lot of the times because I got so much to do and so much homework, and a lot of times I find myself sort of dreading. And it's because we have to practice and we have to, to get better, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be pushed out of that comfort zone. You have to be sort of forced into working harder than you've been doing in the past, or else you're not going to grow. It makes me think of, like, pro athletes or whatever. Yes, they probably enjoy exercising and doing all that stuff, but to push their bodies to the limits and to be in the best shape that they can be for their sport, the thing that they are passionate about, that's painful. That is not fun, to have to run sprints and do all these things that it's just, you're physically tired, and sometimes you just dread that. And I know, like, in high school when I was doing a bunch of sports, I loved sports, but I would find myself dreading it. And I think, it's okay, and it's important to realize that, yes, it's not all going to be fun and games. The stuff that you enjoy, it's not all going to be just like, oh, la-di-da, because I think some people, whenever they sort of hit that hard wall and they find, like, oh, this is harder than I thought it would be, I'm actually having to work, I thought that this was supposed to be fun, a lot of people can drop off and just not continue to work hard or practice because they expect it to be easy. If you like writing, then you're like, well, why would I push myself to where I'm not enjoying it in the moment? I should always be enjoying it, or else I'm going to lose my passion for it. And that just doesn't seem like the right mindset to me on your outlook of things, because if you're not going to push yourself and you're not going to be in that discomfort, then how are you going to get better? How are we going, like, I find that whenever I have pushed myself, if I've practiced really hard on something, or, worked through that dread, on the other side, I really am appreciative of what I've accomplished. I enjoy it more. It's sort of that journey, that hard work has created even more worth and value to something that I already loved. So I think it's really important to keep that in mind whenever you're thinking about a college degree, or, you're wanting to work on something that you love, is that it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be enjoyable and stuff. I mean, I think yes, it's important to realize that, but it's also important to not get caught up in that sort of tension, dread, stress, all of that. You want to find that balance. Pretty much everything, you have to find that balance. And so it's keeping balanced where you're not just, going frivolous along and being like, oh, I'm only going to practice music when I want to, and I'm only going to do this when I feel like it. But at the same time, not stressing yourself out so much that it's like no longer any enjoyment in the thing that you're passionate about. Like, that does, it's a fine line, but it's, the only way to find your boundaries and find that fine line is by testing things out and by pushing yourself and maybe realizing like, okay, so maybe I shouldn't have taken this extra class, but now I know that. Whereas before, I just didn't know whether I should or not. And so sometimes you have to go through things to find out what your boundaries are and where you should be, and what is your balance, because having a balanced life will look different in different people. To you, maybe that's taking 3 classes and practicing this thing that you enjoy for this long. For someone else, it could be completely opposite. It could be like way more or way less, and that's okay. And I think, we need to stop having so much judgment about other people and what's best for them, because you don't even know what's best for yourself a lot of the time, so how do you expect to know what's best for other people? I look like such a doofus in these. Oh.